Welcome back. It is after turkey season here in Tennessee, and Mississippi. It's been over for quite a while. I did not do very much filming. I was just kind of more in a hunt mode. I don't know, just wasn't feeling the whole filming situation. Had a great turkey season. Killed one opening week in Mississippi. Killed one in Tennessee second weekend, I think. Got on a bunch of birds, just wasn't able to make it happen, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Let's see, went to Texas and tagged out. Let's see, I called in some birds for some buddies, called in a bird for my dad, which that was awesome. I don't get to do that very often, but needless to say, I mean, it was a great season. Couple times, I mean, I had birds in range and it was either too thick or something like that. I just wasn't able to get a shot. My hand loads, the 8.5 TSS I loaded, they did phenomenal job. The closest one I shot, I think, was right at, I don't know, maybe, I think it was 6 steps was the closest one I shot, and I shot one a little bit farther than what I like to shoot one. It was right at 52 yards, but no problem at all. But what I'm going to bring you today, pretty much the only hunts I got on camera. It's me, Brian, and David were hunting. We each got a bird. I called in multiple birds this morning. We're going to hop into my bird first. And the microphone wasn't on my bird. It was a great off the roost hunt. He hit the ground. It probably took him about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes from the time he hit the ground to the time I was able to shoot. There's some stuff, there's a tree in the way between the camera and the bird, but you can kind of hear me shoot, and we'll hop into that real quick and see the little bit of footage we got on my bird I killed here in Tennessee. Well, like I said, not very much footage on that one. But now we're going to hop into Brian's bird. Me and Brian, we're at the same spot. We actually got on multiple birds here. I shot my bird, and we're kind of, enjoying it, looking over my bird, enjoying how beautiful he was, and talking about the hunt, and just, high-fiving, having a good time. And we're sitting there talking, and actually a bird gobbled while we're sitting there talking. So I threw my mouth call back in and I called at them, and 2 of them gobbled. So I called again and both of them gobbled again. I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely coming. So we get set up. I get behind the camera this time. We had a mishap earlier that morning, so I give Brian my gun and call this bird in. And him and his buddy come in, and they were probably about 20 yards, which you'll see in the video, 20-25 yards. Well, I guess we'll hop into it real quick and you'll see what happens. Well, as you can see, Brian made a heck of a shot on this bird. Unfortunately, in the video which you saw, there was a big log jam in the way. The birds worked in, kind of stayed behind that log jam or that log pile, whatever, the whole time. And the one bird came out just enough for Brian to get a clear shot, like I said, 20-25 yards, maybe 30 yards. Got his bird, and then we're sitting there looking at both our birds, and we get a phone call. A friend of ours that owns property down the road was out there at his property dropping some stuff off, and he called us and he's like, "Hey, where y'all at?" And we told him. He said, "Hey, you know, I dropped the gate on my trailer and it slammed real hard, and man, a bird gobbled." So we looked at David and we said, "You know, man, you know, you're licensed just like we are here in our home state, you know." So we hauled butt to the truck, drove a couple miles down the road, and man, we got there and we got out and just instantly struck this bird up. And it didn't take very long. It was probably from the time he gobbled to the time we got set up and actually got the bird in, you know, 10-15 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into that real quick, and you'll see what happens on that one.
Good shot, David.
Well, there you have it. Called this bird in for David. As you see, he was able to shoot this bird with his 20 gauge. Perfect. Just happened perfect. Bird was hot, and he wanted to play. So that's really all the footage I got. I got some footage here and there of you know, some hens or some jakes or something like that. Nothing too exciting. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have some deer season prep, or maybe something along them lines, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. Keep checking back. You know, maybe I'll post something here and there, but hope y'all enjoyed this quick little video of these 3 hunts, and see you on the next one.